So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him so special, Peter. He just plays without fear, determined to win at all costs.
Every team needs one of him, doesn't it?
Well, if you want to be successful, it's essential.
Shapes to shoot!
India would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And this is Batistuta. Pass somewhat off target. Played out to the right. Great vision. That's been slipped through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that has left him in a heap. It's a pretty loose pass. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Watkins. Bellingham with the delivery. There's the shot! Well, that has not gone well. Oh, good take in a good area. Barella. This looks promising. He's a Mbappe! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
India have... Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's managed to get free. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rodri picks it up from the goal kick. And it's Son Heung-min. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great ball, real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Van de Ven going vertical. He won't be happy with that one. Guardiola. Now it's Son Heung-min. Picked out brilliantly. Gets his head on it! Sticks it away! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment. And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we are back underway. Watkins is flagged offside. Plays a sharp little ball here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And now they can clear their lines. He's having a go! And the ball's come loose here. Kimmich gets a cross in. And it's hoisted clear. That's a cute ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is ended up in no man's land. Pings in a chance! And it's in! Into the lead once more! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off.
It's a bite! Oh, it's come off the uprights. It's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Batistuta duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal.
This is Batistuta, and he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Caceres. Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. Bellingham. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. And his charge, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Is number 21, Mbappe.
Up he goes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the run. Oh, well played. And that has been knocked clear.
Concentration levels are very...
He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Here it is, crossed in. Deftly away. Now it's Yamal. The pass has gone astray. Distributed tidily. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been clubbed away. Madrid have reclaimed it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. Alexander-Arnold.
4 added minutes has been indicated. Substitution on the field, number 9, Scholes.
We have got changes
number
here
10,
from both sides, in fact.
Batistuta. Coming on the field, number 22.
Oh, good spread.
Pedri.
Nicely
Number
weighted
18,
ball.
Fernando Torres. Substitution
He has found a way through. Good read, needed to be. So that's it, it is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities. And hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's run loose here. Tries to dink it through. He has found the way through. Plenty to aim at. Takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. He's gone for goal! Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. He's having a shot! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! How very smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's had a shot! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Rafael Leao, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Azar. Takes on his marker. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Batistuta, and Batistuta! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, it's Batistuta. Scholes. And the pass is intercepted. Driving forward. And he's being shifted off it.
There will be 3
Some
minutes
excellent
added
tackling
time.
here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Azar. Alexander-Arnold. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are already promptly back underway. And that's been won straight back. Guardiola! Rafael Leao. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Neuer getting this one clear. Oh, that's ambitious. Puyol. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Saliba was in no mood for any of that. He's shifting through the gears here. Crosses it in, climbs up big! And he has kept it out somehow.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And they've been given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Son Heung-min!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Rodri. Rafael Leao. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Incoming delivery.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Can he finish? Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
After 78
Not a
minutes.
defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that.
And somehow he kept it out.
I can't quite believe he's missed
Taking
that.
place.
Corner number 3 coming up. Tomori gets it away. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Madrid are closing in on a comfortable win. It's a good foot in there. Scholes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's got away. And Messi!
2 added minutes
Scholes.
has been indicated.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's fabulous. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening.
today's
The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Torres. Tries to pass it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross to the back post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Oh, given away.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Can he latch on to this? Cleared without complication. Yamal's cross. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. What a throw in. Son Heung-min with the cross. And he's taking no chances there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the keeper beats it away. Mbappe.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Scholes. That's a good ball out wide. Tries to get it clear. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Henderson with the clearance. He's tried one! Rijkaard clears it away. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's well positioned here. He's come in hard. And he can clear it away. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Yamal gets into a good position. Rijkaard with the clearance. Mbappe. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point and goes for a shot! Guardiola. Son Heung-min goes steaming forward. And this is Forlan. Now it's Nedved. That ball looks a good one. Mbappe is flagged offside. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved. That has not gone well. Now this could be a chance. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe! They've scored! And finally he has breathed life into the game. Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's straight offside. Rodri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Can he get on the end of this? Nedved. Now it's Torres.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hakimi goes long.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rijkaard. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
That is good alertness. Rodri shifted it to the flank. Scholes. That looks a good ball through. Son Heung-min receives it in a good position here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Threads one in. And he thumps it clear. That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Guardiola. Guardiola! And he's managed to get rid. The instantly recognisable golden locks of Pavel Nedved, Jim. A gem of a player, isn't he? So fiercely competitive and tenacious.
Yeah, probably the purest striker of a football I think I've ever seen. No one can hit it like him.
Yeah, he has that visible will to win and a supreme technique. It's a pretty compelling package.
It really is. He has got the lot.
Well, Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... And he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Nedved. Forlan is wide and looking to get onto this. It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Looking to go deep. That has been knocked clear. Jordan Henderson is someone so often... It's Totti! Oh, it's hit the post! And what a big... Nedved! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
He's shifting through the gears here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Dunk gets over and intercepts.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now, he's got space here. Oh, good spread. Nedved. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Forlan. Totti. Now that looks a decent ball. Forlan. Scholes. Guardiola. That pass isn't the best. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Scholes. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe! Well read, and the danger is averted. Guardiola. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Scholes. Spread neatly. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Scholes. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now this could be a chance.
Nedved really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Batistuta. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Mbappe. Substitution.
Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Mbappe.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Scholes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Villa. Not the most accurate pass. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now, who's going to be first to this? And they're back on the ball again. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he cuts out the supply.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Spread out to the left. Caceres. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Borussia Dortmund applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Well-timed, excellent interception. Guardiola. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Plays the return pass. Scholes. Big chance! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that interception was most... There's the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Borussia Dortmund go into the lead. Scholes. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal
has been indicated.
Crossed into the middle. And he's there to clear it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Forlan. That's a sharp pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. Scholes, given the lift of his goal. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. And it's Scholes. He shifted it to the flank. Beckham. Now it's Forlan. Caceres kept his eye on it, and he's there. Scholes. Here's Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. Totti. Beckham. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Villa. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, that's fabulous. Chips it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Big header! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart move.
And the shots! That was superb goalkeeping!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Chance, surely! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Borussia Dortmund take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Some good work on the right flank here. And that will be the final act. Madrid were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? Oh, loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Batistuta. He's beaten the last man. He's had a shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
It's Ronaldinho! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Eto'o! Beckham standing over it.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Beckham played into the right. It's hit the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ronaldinho, foot in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Guardiola. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Thuram does really well to win the ball there.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's been played through. Oh, good take in a good area. Beckham!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Looking for options for movement. Yamal. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Keeper's dealt with that. Madrid have reclaimed it. Yamal. Now the delivery. Keeper has taken decisive action. And they can counter here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. A heavy challenge. It's gone for a throw-in. Yamal's... It's a mighty effort! It's a pretty loose pass. Good effort from distance. Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Played back in. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Madrid have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
He won't be happy with that one. Now, can they get him away? Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear, Dave.
He's tried one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Corner number 2 then. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. Well seen, saw that coming. He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And here's Ronaldinho. Caceres gets good distance on it. And that's a good-looking ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckenbauer. Searching pass he's played there. Ball's played through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted. Great vision. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Now it's Yamal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Quality ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rodri gets a foot in here.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He has a look out. And they've caught Reed. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 1 minute
Guardiola.
added time.
And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the...
And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Santos are looking to go forward now. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Aubameyang. And the counter is on. Oh, delightful ball. Now this could be a chance. Tries to cross.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong. That's good defensive concentration.
It's a really well-measured ball. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Yamal, Aubameyang, and Dijk gets good distance on it. Can he get on the end of this? Ah, that's a fine interception. No way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Santos! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Santos have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. Guardiola. Well, they could break here. Tries to pass it through. Son Heung-min is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guardiola. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Yamal, and he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. Engages and forces him off the ball.
1 minute added time.
Great vision. Aubameyang! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Santos, number 19, Santiago.
Here we go again then.
Coming on to replace him.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rodri. Scholes. And he's picked it up out wide. Aubameyang. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. A Hakimi cuts it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
It scores! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Pass is just off target. Short changes him with that pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And he thumps it clear. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Aubameyang. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Adams. And Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Threads one in. He's on it. Can he get away? Good ball, good take.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Aubameyang. Madrid can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He has found the way through. Hoist, terrific header. Danger averted for now. Looking for the run. That is good alertness. Some really good ball movement. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And this is Scholes. Drives it in. And a chance! In he goes again!
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Quick reminders.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces.
Can he finish? And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Good read, needed to be. Pirlo, that's an imaginative pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Madrid still without a single shot on target. And it's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Serginho. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Yamal, played right into his path. He has found the way through. Shoots! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Searching pass he's played there. Great vision. Tries to pass it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And we have our very first corner. He rises! That's going to go a long way. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's been cut out, well played. He's got away, and he's got tall. They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Takes the shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save.
And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist
Please be
change
reminded that
at
drinking
this stage.
is only allowed in the areas shown.
Madrid go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So off we go once more. Yamal gets into a good position. Flashes, terrific header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are cruising away! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass
Shapes to shoot! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rodri gathers from the goal kick. Mbappe. Now this could... There's the shot! Really well taken goal. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo with the foul. It's a good 35 yards out, this. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Son Heung-min. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Half an hour gone in the second half. Looking to play him in. Batistuta! Oh, taken with style. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And he's having a shot! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's real.
And Batistuta! Oh, impressive strike. Scholes is there, and he can pick it up. Nicely weighted ball. Scholes picks it up out wide. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. It's a searching pass. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Guardiola. Guardiola! And that's wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chips it through. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions attacking-wise can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He's picked his way through. Scholes, and he shoots! Oh, the ball's in for the pieces! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. He's got full. That's a half-decent try. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, well measured. Gets a good foot in there. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to...
Has a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Gnabry goes short. Played back in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's good play. Now the delivery, a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Scholes. Batistuta, and Batistuta! 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And it's Gnabry. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lovely feet. He's having a go. Another special Neymar moment. A finish of true class. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Osimhen tries to clear. No luck with that dink over the top. Gnabry.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Nicely weighted ball. Neymar has it in a wide position. Neymar! It's anyone's ball now. And he's heaved it away. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Scholes. He's in space and looking for options. He's shifting through the gears here. So much time and space here. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back...
Rafael Leao!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's whipped it across. Good chance here! No, not quite.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Adams picks it up from the goal kick. Looking for the run. Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Just about up to the hour now. Scholes. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
And that is a little undercooked. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling...
And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafael Leao is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is number 97.
Defending of the desperate variety. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a sharp pass. Doku. That is lovely. He's got away. Caceres did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Aubameyang proves just a little bit too strong.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that is a good challenge from him. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Beckenbauer. Nuno Mendes. Header! He has done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Big chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Corner number 4 coming up here. He gets big! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Short changes him with that pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Rafael Leao, Alexander-Arnold, and it's Scholes. And here's Batistuta, and the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Rafael Leao. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty prompt. And the finish! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he finish? It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, that is a good ball. Great chance! He has done it! 2-0, and in next to no time. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Chance, surely! And yes, it's there! Back within 1! They have them in their sights again! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden...
And a chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the lead now is... Big chance! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Chance! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's found a way through. Can he finish? He scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Son Heung-min.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's got away. Torres! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That has not gone well. Now that's well seen too. And here's Torres. And the whistle goes for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Madrid are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Passes short and sharp. And here's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yamal's... There's the header! No, he can't turn it in.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rudiger. Stojkovic. Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot! He scores! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe! Now it's Neymar. That has been slung wide. And this is Torres. Oh, that's fabulous. And Torres! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Caceres. Guardiola.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And now the breakaway. That ball looks a good one. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a key interception. Rafael Leao. Stojkovic. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Maradona. Oh, they could break here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Back into the middle. Son Heung-min providing an outlet on that flank. It's a good run, that. Great timing. And they can counter here. Stojkovic. Guardiola. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there.
Added time.
And it's Maradona. Oh, it's come loose. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Right, Shevchenko. Well, that is one way to stop him. Referee has just said play on. Looking for the run. And he's running through. So goes for a shot! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Boca Juniors finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a little off target. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Valverde. Boca Juniors look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He's in plenty of space here. Valverde, that's a lovely, neat pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And the shot! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Big chance! It's a goal! And they're back in front! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Valverde is onto this. No, he is not giving anything away. Neymar. Mbappe. Caceres. Spread neatly. He is through here. Son Heung-min. In it comes. Davids, and it's Bellingham.
It'll be 3 minutes added time.
Davids makes the interception. Forlan chasing after it. Rodri. Batistuta stood up well to him there. And the first 45 minutes are up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are back on the... Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And he's heaved it away. Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. Yamal.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Valverde looking to play him in. Davids. Neymar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Boca Juniors really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he's there to retrieve it. Valverde. Bellingham. And it's Batistuta. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Davids. Aimed beyond the defence. He's beaten the last man. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. The final 5 minutes. Mbappe, and the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that's the keeper's ball. Bellingham plays the game, and that will be it. Madrid can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Batistuta voted man of the match. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Hernes, Mbappe, Son Heung-min, Platini, and here's Mbappe. Now it's Zico. Guardiola. Rodri. Oh, easy pickings there. Alexander-Arnold. Platini. Quality ball. Now Van de Ven. And he has been fouled there. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Out towards the flank, played back in. Is there Platini? Goal, Milan! And that really is so impressive. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Zico. Looking to play him in. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe shot, surely! He scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And the shot! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter...
Has a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Now it's some... And the shot! Off the post! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Hernus duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Yamal. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Big header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hernus. And here's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in. It's Son Heung-min. Oh, this is a great position. He's having a shot! No mistake! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finish...
And it's half-time here. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Triol are back in possession and ready to go again. Rodri. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
And he shoots! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Son Heung-min.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 4.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that's well seen too. And here's Ronaldinho. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Wan-Bissaka calmly anticipates. Now it's Haaland. He's having a go! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Batistuta, he has found the way through. Oh, super ball. Neymar. Haaland. He's through here. Can he finish? He scores! Puyol, Adams, Guardiola. Now it's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free.
2 added minutes.
That's a dangerous ball. 2 minutes to be added on. Rijkaard. Foot in. And that will be it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Please join me
What are your
in
thoughts on
wishing
today's game?